Hey Virgo, it's Luke Voulgarakis from LV Life and welcome to your quick tarot for the month of August 2024. Let's see what we've got for you. Have you looked at your last month's? Always worth going back to rewatch that to see if anything came into fruition. Right, you've already got two cards. So Judgment card reversed and the Chariot upright, two major arcana cards. And third is the Eight of Swords upright. So let's see what these have got. All right, I'll just turn that this way just for visual purposes. Right, Judgment card. Judgment's really about tides turning, and it's come up in reverse, so I feel like there's some aspects or feelings of insecurity happening for you right now. Like the nudity here represents vulnerability and exposure, and obviously Judgment includes in the title. So I wonder if there's just a little bit of inner fear, a little bit of inner insecurity happening, or that's been happening. But I guess what this is saying is that tides are starting to turn on that. You're starting to perhaps become a bit more comfortable in your vulnerability, in your exposure, and a bit more comfortable just generally in yourself and your place in the world. And thus feeling less worried about judgment. But I think all the judgment that you're worried about is actually coming from you and not necessarily from the external world. So yeah, I mean, I think this is really good. The tides turning aspect is very much like a life lesson. And we know that when we see these kind of winged characters or angels, that they're also about this being kind of divinely orchestrated rather than simply something that you're creating in your own human way. So yeah, I do think that there's an aspect of real life lessons here around confidence and your own abilities in the world, right? Then we've got this Chariot card. Chariot is there's a few things going on with Chariot. One is that it can mean physical travel. So perhaps you go, I mean, it's the summer, you might be going on holiday, or you might have opportunities for physical travel or change of location perhaps. But more than that, I like to look a bit closer because we see this there's two Sphinx characters here. One is the dark one and one is the light one, and they hold the Chariot up, right? Or they at least sit in front of the Chariot, leading the way. So this is very much about our life in terms of we need darkness and we need light. We need to honor both of those things. There's no use sitting in the falsely optimistic, and there's no use being a pessimist all the time. We have to find this balance between the two because that's what leads the way. That's what carries us forward, right? So perhaps some of this stuff that you've been feeling internally around self-worth and confidence, perhaps you digging into the darker depths of that has helped you to then emerge in the lighter side of things, is helping you now to start move forward. So I do think there's physical change for you, but I think that this change is coming from an aspect of inner confidence shifting. And you just starting to feel better and more confident, and then thus being able to make more physical change in the world and be okay with that. And then when we've got this Eight of Swords, the only thing that's holding you back is you, which is a great tagline for this video. I might use that. You can see that all of these swords here are kind of, this person being bound and tied might think that they're blocking their way, but actually the sword that would be in front of them is cast to the side, and then there's this kind of different terrain here. It's the exploration of like the land and the water, and perhaps the hopping between the two. So I feel like if you've been holding yourself back a lot, now's the time to stop doing that, because there's no longer anything physically holding you back, is what this is saying. The only thing that would hold you back now is your mind, the traps and confines of the mind. So yeah, really there's you're good to go. You're good to go. That's another tagline I like. Yeah, that's what I think this is very much about, being good to go, being good to step forward, to explore the world, stuff that felt scary, like feel the fear and do it anyway, right? Yeah, time to go, time to step forward, time to step up, because you've done the inner work and you kind of got over or are getting over your self-confidence issues. So yeah, it's great. Very shiny month. All right, I hope that resonated for you. Please do let me know in the comments. I love to hear your comments, and like, follow, subscribe, share, because those things are all super helpful and they help me reach more people, and they're free to do, and I really do appreciate it. I've also recently set up links for buy me a coffee and PayPal if you want to make a small donation for these videos. I really appreciate that too. Or have a private reading with me at lvlife.com. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful month. See you next time. Bye.